Hello there! So, don't go thinking that I've become a reaction channel, because I promise you I have not. Not in the slightest. It's just this is an idea that I had and I wanted to make it a video because every time I get this fun, cool idea, I wait too long to make it and then someone else makes it and then I look like I'm copying. So I went over to my Instagram, which if you don't follow me there, make sure that you do because I have a lot of different giveaways and I post all of my art and stuff there. And basically I said, hey, give me your sort of deepest, darkest artist confessions, and I got a huge response and I'm excited to read them out. If you are wondering and you follow me and you know this stuff, yes, I have changed my Instagram username handle to Art of Chloe Rose, and all of my platforms now are going to be Art of Chloe Rose. And yeah, let's get started. So the first one that I can see is I have dumpster dived for art supplies. Actually, I still do from time to time. You know, I'm actually curious now what you've found. I'm a germaphobe. I could never do that. Never. Like, I used to work at Ulta and people used to try to dumpster dive for makeup, which is so unsanitary, I can't even understand that. Art supplies are different though, because you're not like sticking them on your face. I want to know what you found in the dumpster. And do you wear like a hazmat suit? Am I too bright? Am I just Voldemort's face at the moment? When I'm angry at my art, I just lay on the ground and stare at the ceiling. I mean, same to be honest. This person says, I wish I had focused more on my art as a kid because I really only started to practice when I was in my late teens. And now I know I can never really do much with it. I know I could still do it if I wanted, but I'm still learning the basics of anatomy and colour theory. I would have been an artist, I think, but right now it's just a hobby and I wish it were more. It's never, ever, ever too late to get into art if you enjoy it. You know, for me, I'm still learning anatomy. It's actually something that is on my biggest to-do list. It's never, ever too late to start making art. It never is. It's something that if you really want to do it, just keep drawing. Keep it as a hobby for now and know that one day that it could potentially turn into something more. Make it because you love it. Don't turn your feelings of upset that you didn't draw more as a kid into making you feel negatively about your art because it's not where you want it to be yet, if that makes sense. Please don't give up. Keep drawing, keep doing what you want. Once I left my paint water sitting out for so long, when I went to clean it up, there was algae growing on the glass. I don't know if you can see in there, but there's definitely something of some kind growing on the top of the water because I forgot it was in the corner of my room. I once used my art teacher as the subject for a painting without her knowing. It was not in any sort of creepy way. It was just because she was super supportive of me. It was because of her that I make art in all forms. She loved it and I ended up giving it to her. But I never told her that it was her. I was too embarrassed. I still see her from time to time and she always makes sure to tell me that it hangs in her living room. I mean, it's not in a creepy way. It's just that you thought, hey, she'd be fun to draw. I think a lot of people go out in public and like sit in Starbucks or whatever and just draw people, and I think that's totally fine because you're drawing from still life. I may or may not have given up completely on art after comparing myself to others and giving up easily. I just feel so uninspired to do art, but I still love it so much. That really makes me sad because the thing is, I actually don't know any artists out there that don't compare themselves to other people. Even the best artists that I admire greatly, I see sometimes that they mention how they struggle comparing themselves to other people. I do it all the time. Try to turn that into a positive, like, right, their art is really, really good. I want to be that good. So I'm going to look at their work as a point of stepping stone on my journey as an artist. One day I will reach that stepping stone and then I will go further than that. Just try not to give up, because if you give up, you're always going to regret it. It's always the things that you didn't do rather than the things that you did that you regret in life. This person says, I can't draw feet. I can't draw them either, to be fair. So this person says, it's a long confession. I'm from Uruguay, and here we have drawing classes in school until we're 16, 17, I think. And I was really bad at them, every single grade. It didn't help that I couldn't draw a hand or something simple. So the teacher I had saw how bad I was and made a deal with me. She gave me a passing grade as long as I never did anything drawing related. That was such a sad thing for me. But a few years ago, I started drawing without caring if it's good or if people like it. I can't believe a teacher would be so... You know what annoys me? I've actually had a lot of people tell me in the past how their teachers were so negative and not encouraging to their work, and how they kind of would tell them, oh, your work is no good, your work isn't as good as this person's, you need to give up. Teachers should be there to lift you up, to build you up, to allow you to feel good about your work. You know, teachers, yeah, they're there to give you constructive criticism. They're there to help you grow, but that's the point. They're there to help you grow, not stunt your growth. But I'm so happy for you that you draw again. I'm so happy you didn't let that stop you, because so many people stop because of what people tell them. I do a lot of artwork when I am not feeling happy, so lots of my artwork have deep meaning to me or have me in the drawing, but when people ask me about it, I am too shy to admit it or overthinking, and tell them it was a random idea or the character is an OC and not me, or I don't show the drawing at all and hide it in my sketchbook or folder. I think that is admirable of you. If you don't feel ready to talk to people about the meaning of a drawing or the way that you were feeling when you drew that, you don't have to. I think that it's wonderful that you draw when you're not feeling happy, because I know for me, drawing has helped me so much through difficult times. So drawing is a wonderful way to get over that, and I think that it's wonderful that you do it. So don't feel bad. So when I'm painting, I'll clean my brush off and get ready to grab new paint, but my brush will have lost its shape slightly and won't be as precise and pointy, so I'll kind of lick it into shape. It really works, and it lets me have the finest brush tip. The brush has just been washed, so legit just tastes like water, but sometimes I'll be so transfixed with painting that I won't notice there's still some paint on the brush and it tastes rank. Oh no! An art hack for anybody that has issues with this: if you get a bit of hair gel, you can just reshape it immediately. Reshaped, and then it dries and it's pointy again. So, when I was younger, I would drink my paint water on purpose. I don't know why. But you know, we do strange things as kids. So in short, I went to this art store with my friend and I took a Copic marker and put it in my bag. And a little while later, I forgot that I have already taken that marker. I went and picked the same colour and the same marker again and put it in my bag. Then, when I paid, I took out marker without noticing that I had two in my bag, and then I left. I literally have the same marker twice now and I feel so guilty. I would feel guilty too, to be honest, but it was an accident, so you can't feel too bad. You know, it was an accident. You didn't steal on purpose. You could have taken it back, to be fair, but maybe you didn't live near the store, or maybe you didn't have a car. So I got the tip of a mechanical pencil stuck up my nose once. This is an artist that we all know, basically, as well, so I'm not going to reveal who it is unless she decides to reveal in the comments, but I'm glad you got it out. One time, I got a paper cut and my blood looked so pretty, I painted with it. I stole someone's art idea and won a contest. I got $500 for the winning. No, it's not a good idea to steal people's ideas. I stalked my crush around school for weeks so I could draw them. By stalked, do you mean like creepily? Or just like, there's that person, I'm just going to quickly, he's walking past me. I'm going to, or was it like, I like your face, so I'm going to keep drawing it all over my sketchbook. I steal people's art and remake them. It's not, someone spent a long time coming up with that idea and making it. It's okay to be inspired by someone's work. It's okay to ask that person, hey, do you mind if I redraw it for practice? That kind of thing. And if you ever recreate someone's work, in my opinion, you should always ask that person, hey, I'd like to post it on social media, is that okay with you? If it's just for practice, I don't see anything wrong with that, honestly, but if you're posting it and trying to get credit for it, that's totally wrong, and you need to give credit. I work at an art store and always tell people how important brush cleaning is, and still own one batch of crusty paintbrushes. Same, to be honest. I don't clean my brushes. When I do digital art, I do one eye, and because I'm afraid to do the other, because I might mess it up, I just copy and paste. I mean, whatever works for you, whatever works. I used to half finish my pieces. I do draw one eye and be like, I really like this. I'm not going to finish this piece now because I like the way it looks, and if I finish it, I know it's going to look crap. I get jealous of other artists easier than I'd like to, especially if they are a worse artist than me, but more popular. It's something I'm always working on within myself, and despite how I feel sometimes, I try to always be supportive. I think a lot of us at some point or another have looked at other people and thought, well, hang on a minute, I don't know if are they really deserving of the attention that they're getting? I think that's just a natural thing. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like at least at some point in our life we've thought, I wish I was getting that kind of attention that person's getting. Fortunately, that's just the way the world works, but there's nothing wrong with sometimes feeling that way. When I was younger, instead of being creative, I would just straight up copy other artists' work and then take credit for it. So many people are saying this to me. But what is good about this is all of these people realise that it was wrong to do that. So I think that's progress in the art world. When you are younger, you don't realise. So when you get older, that's when you sort of do. So now for a confession of my own. I love to draw in all of my videos, but it's getting to the point now where I'm not making art that I enjoy necessarily. The two pieces I've made that I've been proud of recently were my Snow White piece and my Stitch piece. I really am proud of those ones because I spent a really long time on both of them. But a majority of the time what I'm making in my videos I'm not overly proud of because I'm having to be by a strict schedule. I'm having to be like, right, I have this X amount of time to make this artwork for my video. If it's not that great, I need to rush it, finish it, upload the video. And because of that, I finish art, and sometimes when I'm not proud of it, I get really uninspired and it sort of makes me feel down on my art and it makes me not want to make it. So I hope that you don't mind. I'm going to be making more like comedy videos, silly videos, videos like this every few videos. So it kind of breaks it up a little bit more so I'm not drawing constantly stuff that I'm not having the time to spend on it. I feel like before I started YouTube and before art in general was my career, and it was just a hobby for me, I would spend 20 plus hours on portraits, which I wouldn't want to spend now. I feel like that I want to get more done than that, but still keep the quality. And I was so proud of those pieces. But now because I am making sort of smaller, quicker pieces in my videos, I'm not as proud of them, if that makes sense. I'm just not, it's not what I know that I'm capable of. And I feel really bad about my art at times because I know that I can do better. So as I say, some pieces I am proud of. Because I've spent longer on them. But I would say in about 65-70% of the time, the pieces that I make in videos are either rushed, they're not to the standard I would like them to be. So I would like to be able to spend more time on what I'm making in my videos if I sort of spread them out a bit more. So yeah, that's my art confession. I want to spend more time on my art because I'm not enjoying it as much at the moment and I want to fall back in love with it. I would love to hear your artist confessions in the description, not the description, in the comments down below. Let me know anything that's on your mind or playing on your mind. I would love to hear. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care of yourselves and I will see you in the next video.